Alright, it's been a long time coming. Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, is here, everyone. I avoided spoilers. I don't know what this is about, so this should be fun. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I'll see you. Please tell me that wasn't a gunshot. Oh, that's worse. Hi! What if we... I'm very confused. Hello. Who are you? Stabby Stabbington? Killer soundtrack so far. You can tell this came out a little bit after the game. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but I took none. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m., Red and Cola offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. What's going on, Phoenix? There you are, finally! Where have you been? That looks like a lot like Maya. My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. You're not Mia Fey. Okay, so that was a fire alarm. But that's fine. Back to work. Uh-oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait. You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh. Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky? I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? What is it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 old this year. Oh, I see. Only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is quite well known. At my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader? But I'm ready to do my job. At my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school, so they went to the same school. She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Attention to the visitor's room. Wonder what's wrong with Emma? She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lena. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lena Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lena, I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. It's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. Please don't be Detective Gumshoe. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does that mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride and have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lena? What happened to your hand? Oh, this. I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Ema told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, it was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lena was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Ema says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lena! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lena. I know. So, how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lena. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all the case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lena has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Ema's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. Blackmail? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. This is the lot where it all happened, huh? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there, you expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Who do we have here? Looks like a bambino got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Look here, bambina, I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Look, a door. That must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock? I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to a barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of dual purpose. Huh, the theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? What's this? Excuse me, officer? Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. I'm calling to duty already. And at my tender age, here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Let's start examining from every angle. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID. See, well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, but I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. An oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. Wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vitals in here. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a curvissa you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note this up. Look up Vittles, Saloon, Curvessa. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Shoot my little knife. In any case, stay away from that car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great. Maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, were you two all set? Us? Oh. Nope, that's different. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes. Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned in my eyes. You might say, yes, all sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? You're the witness to the crime, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. Oh, I just read the wrong thing. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Well, before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know that. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave him an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mark me at your own risk. You'll find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday, it was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle to be sure, and I feel I know what they'd say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lena Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of a silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beak of Lena Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lena Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming a chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin does she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility? Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can... Oh. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried, General. So, try a little bite lunch set. Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a try a little bite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis? Not. Oh, she don't want to talk to us. Oh. Okay, there's something. We have to go back. talking. Don't let me go back over to the car. I already did that. About this card. Lunchtime vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially now the car belongs to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling lunch lane's pickle supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. Box of pickles, kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Okay, maybe we have to go talk about this here. Here, see this? I've noticed the defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this, the behavioral study of lawyers? Oh. Probably something I'm missing. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's go check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Oh, I didn't see this was an option. Okay. Hi, prosecutor's office. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, the shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must really be a stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Miles Edgeworth. How did I know? Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No, it was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can't scream. Alright, Miles. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it, right? You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. I'm a Sky. It's nice to meet you again. No, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lena Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at tomorrow's trial. You? Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? I have not heard the rumors. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, raging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. We do the same thing. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? What is this new face they gave him? Not only that, she stabbed him with a knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. No prints, huh? Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Oh wait, I can... So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him that way. Now that's a scary thought. Alright. Interesting. We can now look at the evidence. Alright. A work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished as well as I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that port pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Is this all a dream? I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King? King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that. I didn't design it myself. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. King of Prosecutors trophy, added to the court record. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than the usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right? I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card in it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. And besides, beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy. Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? It's Wendy Oldbeck. I don't think so. Oh, shoot. Let me do that. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, cute! What a pretty tea set! I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The jar below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this! Royal blend! What an exquisitely splendid concoction! There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Mr. Edgeworth is such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours in the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. Whoa! These are all the case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Oh. A window. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, for you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Pension office? Nope. Okay, there must be... Actually, I have an idea. Hold on. I have an idea. Okay, go to the parking lot. And then we're going to go back to Edgeworth, who's now the prosecutor again, because life is really funny like that. Tell me more about this. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works, yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. The ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves in our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Ooh, a parking stub added to the court record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere in the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not on this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but, sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your request. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Oh, but sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir? Ah, you caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Police department! Whew! We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on. What's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Detective Gumshoe. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lena Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. By the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down to pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Ema did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Murder took place. Been caught up in the whole affair. Perhaps this just goes to show you never have a... Don't run a yellow light. That's all we learned. Alright, it's just an ongoing joke because he didn't look at the back of the receipt before. Okay, you can't do anything. Examine? I was wondering about that. What? The Detention Blue Badger is my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. No switch, so it just dances and dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Blue Badger, added to the court record. Hi. Look at the patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Then I said, hey, you do that. You're super good cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. Do you mind asking how you came... how did you come up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We've just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action! Somehow the thought fails to excite me. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looks like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals? Well, don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family will want this set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure out without the extra help. Nothing here to present anything. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know, bro. Okay, hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And, why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. The blue badger. I keep accidentally clicking things. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive chief prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean. Sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, there you go. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, it started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond? But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses, nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet in this one. He's doing this for all of us. Can you tell me about this? Huh? This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You gotta turn it in. People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning, he must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been in the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lena's confessing as much. And that's all I know about that. But I'm not officially on the case, you know? Thank you! Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... What is his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From the West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Letter of introduction. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, never mind. I thought it was someone else. Oh, still here? Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that lost a turd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spitting platoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. All that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think you just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let us have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Officer, could you tell me more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna took me to tail. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout in a high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You call me out, they'll shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy-shoed detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He'd nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs it with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Not to forget it. Right, let's check it out. Why is it doing that for me? That's so freaky. Man, what a boring strap! What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see this series is as popular as ever with the kids. This phone's still on the radio screen. Radio? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like radio. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check out this phone. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over here? Ah, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed radio on that there phone, did you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is it anyway? It's on the ground over there. Whose is it? This belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone, except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry. That was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. The wrong number? I hope you're not lying. They'd shoot you for that in Texas, partner. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone added to the court record. B block is through there. It's where the visitors park. I can see the lunch. Nothing relevant. A little creepy. Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Appears to be the bar. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are regulated to the B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to the B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it out in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? No, duh. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill wind? Something's up to something here. But what? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranged in testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we are talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor, Lena Skye. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What you're saying? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? They targeted him because he was closest to Edgeworth? My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night? Why would Lena make that call? It called my phone. I need to push again. What's wrong? It's like I do during finals. Never mind. It's nothing. No, I was gonna push it again because it called my phone, bro. She was calling me. Oh, that's so stupid. Alright, compadre, count to 3, huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Alright, let's move to the High Prosecutor's office. Where's Edgeworth? Okay, we already did all this. Maybe we go talk to... Nope. Go talk to... What's his face again? Okay, you won't talk to me about nothing! Where's... Okay, oh. I'm gonna go to my office. It won't let me... Okay, can I press it here? Hold on. Come here. Let me press it again. Please. It's because they don't want me to... I know that phone... For sure it's not here. Nobody here. So there's gotta be something else we can do in the underground. Just keep presenting stuff, I guess. Nope. Ah, toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you do? Could you shield with that? A toy knot, maybe. Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We got the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, that could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office in criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. What's that? Some sort of police passport? It's the ID card, strange enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole? You want distance? Get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to yourself, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. 5:12 p.m. Prospectors, Red Steed came in like a trot, real soul act. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait, maybe waiting for Prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edward's car all along. Anything to look at here? Yep, already did that. Name of deceased, 4 p.m., 5:30. I think I did all the things. I see your badge looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star shining in the nighttime sky. beam illuminated evildoers who come in the dark of the night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's just sheriff's badge. Nothing else to talk about? Maybe it's more to investigate? Did I miss anything? Nowhere else to go. Okay, we already talked about all the things we gotta talk about. Did I present everything I can possibly present? Nah, I didn't do all that. Found a Mr. Edge's car, stabbed with Mr. Knife, huh? Oh, I already did this. Already did this. Where else can we go? Edgeworth is gone. So unfortunate. Am I missing something important? Oh, what's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675. You're right. Let's see. 67S122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self: through deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lena's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma, yes? I know that song on your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That's a popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me about what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. Bum, 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 bum. So, lots going on here. And now I'm gonna stop this episode, and we're gonna do day 2. Yep.